Hello student, today we will discuss parallelogram method. According to the parallelogram law of vector addition, if two vectors are represented in magnitude and direction by the two adjacent sides of a parallelogram, both the vectors being co-initial means start from same point, then the resultant of the two vectors is represented in magnitude and direction by the diagonal of the parallelogram, that is drawn from the same point where the tails of the two vectors are lying. Let P vector and q vector be the two vectors to be added using parallelogram method. Both the vectors p vector and q vector to be added by the parallelogram method are joined tail to tail, tail to tail. Hence, tail of the both the vectors is kept at the same place at point O. From head of the vector P vector, a line is drawn parallel to Q vector, and then from the head of the vector Q vector, a line is drawn parallel to P vector. To complete the parallelogram, diagonal passing through the point of intersection of the vectors represent the sum of the two vectors. It is the diagonal, represent with R vector. From figure, we can easily understand that the triangle method and the parallelogram method both yield the same result. Hence, we can use any of these two methods. Here, angle theta between P vector and Q vector, and alpha is angle of resultant R vector with P vector. Clear? Next, see polygon method. If a number of vectors are represented both in magnitude and direction by the sides of an open polygon taken in the same order, then their resultant is represented both in magnitude and direction by the closing sides of the polygon taken in opposite order. This is an extension of the triangle method. To add more than two vectors in this method, all the vectors that are to be added are firstly joined head to tail. Okay, first join head to tail, it is P vector, next Q vector, next S vector, next T vector, and U vector. and then a vector drawn from the tails of the first vector towards the head of the last vector represent sum of all the vectors. It is the resultant R vector. Clear? Suppose P and Q vector is given, then resultant represent P plus Q vector. If P, Q, S given, then resultant is P vector plus Q vector plus S vector. P, Q, S, T given, then resultant P vector plus Q vector plus S vector plus T vector. Okay, that is in the figure vectors P vector, Q vector, S vector, T vectors and U vector are joined head to tail, and R vector represents the sum of the 5 vectors. Thus, R vector is equal to P vector plus Q vector plus S vector plus T vector plus U vector. Clear? Next, resolution of vectors. The resolution of a vector is breaking it down into two or more vectors that are in different direction. The vectors into which a vector is broken down are known as component of vectors. When a vector is resolved into mutually perpendicular components, the components are known as rectangular components. Let us assume that there is a vector. Here it is a vector and it lies on xy plane. xy plane. We are assuming that vector A makes an angle theta with the positive direction of x-axis. Here angle theta. To find x, y components of this vector, taking the initial point of a vector as the origin O. Next, we drop a perpendicular from the head of the vector on x-axis and y-axis. Drop perpendicular on x-axis and perpendicular on y-axis. M represents foot of the perpendicular on x-axis. Here M is called foot of perpendicular on x-axis, and N represent the foot of the perpendicular on y-axis. Here it is N. Horizontal or x component of a vector is ax vector is equal to ax I cap. Here I cap is unit vector of x-axis. Or horizontal or x component of A is ax is equal to a cos theta, and vertical or y component of a vector is ay vector is equal to ay j cap. Here j cap is unit vector along the y axis, or vertical or y component of a is ay is equal to a sin theta. Clear? The magnitude of the vector a vector is obtained by squaring and adding equation ax a cos theta and ay is equal to a sin theta. That is ax square plus ay square is equal to a square sin square theta plus a square cos square theta, or ax square plus ay square is equal to common a square sin square theta plus cos square theta. Since sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1, or we can write ax square plus ay square is equal to a square, or we can write a is equal to under root ax square plus ay square. The direction of the vector a vector is obtained by dividing equation ay a sin theta by ax is equal to a cos theta. That is a sin theta upon a cos theta is equal to ay upon ax. A to a cancel, or sin theta upon cos theta, tan theta is equal to ay upon ax, or we can write theta is equal to tan inverse ay upon ax. Clear? Next, rectangular components of a vector in 3 dimensions. Suppose vector a vector is represented by OP vector. Means here in the diagram OP is a vector. If a vector makes an angle alpha with the x-axis, here it is angle alpha, angle beta with the y-axis, here angle beta, and angle gamma with z-axis, here angle gamma. Clear? Then ax is equal to a cos alpha, or ax vector is equal to ax I cap, ay is equal to a cos beta, or ay vector is equal to ay j cap, and az is equal to a cos gamma, or az vector is equal to az k cap. Here I cap, j cap and k cap unit vector. In 3 dimension we can write a vector is equal to ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap, and magnitude of the vector a vector is given by a is equal to ax square plus ay square plus az square, or a square is equal to ax square plus ay square plus az square. Substituting ax, ay and az in the above equation, a square is equal to a square cos square alpha plus a square cos square beta plus a square cos square gamma, or a square is equal to common a square cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma. Here a square to a square cancel, or we can write 1 is equal to cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma. Here cos alpha, cos beta and cos gamma are known as direction cosines of vector a vector. Clear? Example first. Find the unit vector and magnitude of the result of a vector is equal to 3 I cap minus 2 j cap plus 5 k cap. Solution. Here given a vector is equal to 3 I cap minus 2 j cap plus 5 k cap. Comparing with a vector is equal to ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap. Ax is equal to 3, ay is equal to minus 2 and az is equal to 5. Therefore, resultant of given vector a vector is a is equal to 3 square plus minus 2 square plus 5 square, or a is equal to under root 38. Unit vector in the direction of vector a vector is a cap is equal to a vector upon a. So a cap is equal to 3 I cap minus 2 j cap plus 5 k cap upon under root 38. Clear? Next example 2. 3 forces a vector, b vector and c vector are acted on a body like that the body is in equilibrium position. In equilibrium position, the sum of the forces is equal to 0. If a vector is equal to 2 I cap plus 4 j cap plus 5 k cap and b vector is equal to I cap plus j cap plus k cap, then find the magnitude of the resultant of C vector. Solution: in equilibrium position, the sum of the forces is equal to 0. So put the value of A vector and B vector. 2i cap plus 4j cap plus 5k cap, and B vector I cap plus j cap plus k cap plus C vector is equal to 0. 2i cap plus I cap 3i cap plus 4j cap plus j cap 5j cap plus 5k cap plus k cap 6k cap plus C vector is equal to 0, or C vector is equal to minus 3i cap minus 5j cap minus 6k cap. So the magnitude of the resultant of C vector, C is equal to minus 3 whole square plus minus 5 whole square plus minus 6 whole square, or C is equal to 9 plus 25 plus 36, or C is equal to under root 70 units of force. It is the final answer. Okay, that's all for today.